There's no continuity, there's no proper development structures in place.
It suffer because they don't believe in local talent. They believe in international talent. Those people won't have a passion much as patriots of the country.
There must be something wrong there. I say both the players, because they don't have that die-hard spirit to fight for their country, and also this thing of hiring international coaches.
This was a taxing week for the host country of the 2010 Soccer World Cup. Football was back again after a disappointing national outing, and Bafana were once again the topic of every watering hole. This was Wednesday at Lapeng Pub in Soweto, a gathering place for the constituents of the beautiful game. On the menu was a salivating tie between SuperSports United and Orlando Pirates, first and second place respectively on the log. The conversation could not escape the other two infamous words, Joel and Santana.
Why is he so defensive?
You don't have your winning combination right now as we speak, and there's no way that you can expect to do well without a winning combination.
Joel Natalino Santana experienced some serious run of bad results in recent Bafana matches, over which the press had a field day. The man had suffered his 8th consecutive loss at the helm of Bafana, and his leadership ability, or the lack thereof, had fatally overstayed its welcome.
When there is failure, you clean up, you fire everybody. Pereira, Leal, Pizzo, all of them were supposed to be fired.
Then you get a shock when we play a country like Burkina Faso or a country like Guinea and they beat us.
With the Football Association parting ways with the services of Joel Santana, the field was wide open and there was never a shortage of candidates. Gavin Hunt had impressed with his tactical prowess, and Clive Barker will remain the darling of South African football for the class of '96. Carlos Pereira was never too far out of sight, but when he left to go back to his native Brazil, he fell out of favor with the fans, and Jomo Sono has always been a go-to man in hard time. Then there's also Pizzo Mosimane, who had somewhat disappeared in the shadow of Brazilian head coaches. Frank Rijkaard was also mentioned to be in the running for the post, but the speculation have since died down. Bafanites called for a local coach to lead the country into next year's Soccer World Cup. Meanwhile, the 10-man SuperSports United crushed the Giants of Orlando and endeared opinion about their head coach.
Gavin Hunt has been consistent.
If I was in Safa's shoes, I won't hesitate to take today somebody like Gavin Hunt. Give him a chance. The man is an astute coach. He's a very good coach. You watch his game week in, week out. You can see the awareness. He understands the game and is very professional.
We do have local coaches who have been who are born from the country, who are playing here locally, and who eventually became coaches, and we don't even consider them.
The suits at SAFA called for a press conference that would end all the speculation and give the country the decision that everyone was waiting for.
Please note that the President will be making an announcement.
But just how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? '96 was the heydays for South African football, with the African Cup of Nations in one hand and the continent firmly in the grasp of the other. Now though, even the players' commitment has been questioned.
They say one swallow doesn't make a summer. Because we did so well in '96, did not mean we were going to beat everyone that came our path. At that time, the national team shirt was not cheap. People earned their place in Bafana Bafana.
Well, people have lost interest in soccer because we're hosting next year, and what I can tell you, people are disillusioned based on the performance of the squad.
Personally, I think it's a joke. It's a real joke.
About 4 hours of waiting for the soccer suits, they were finally ready to give a name. The pundits would not be too surprised by the verdict though. SAFA chose to play it safe.
We want to announce that the country has a coach. And that coach is Mr. Pereira.
The Brazilian coach outside of Brazil, all of them are failures. And when he went to Brazil, he took a club there. And what happened in Brazil again? He got fired there. Now that he's jobless, he's coming back to South Africa to take over.
For now, Carlos Alberto Pereira is back at the helm. But this time around, he has his work cut out for him. In 18 days, Bafana will square up against Japan in a friendly international match. But no matter how tight the ropes might be, hope is always the last casualty.
Whether the coach is wrong, whether Safa has problems, whether the people don't believe in Bafana or all that, Bafana Bafana have got a duty to perform for 90 minutes. Whether it's a friendly match or a competition, they've got a duty to honor the flag, to honor the national team jersey.
I am excited because it will be the first time that World Cup comes to Africa. And I think the guys will play their hearts out.